Just when I thought that everything is as futuristic as it's going to get, Gravistar begs to differ. Yep, it's true. Gravistar's done it again, sending me out their Sirius P5. Now, if you guys are familiar with the channel, you'll know I've done two other videos. One was on the Pro Sirius P9s, which I still have the case that they came in. Really cool review. If you guys are interested, it'll be down in the description below. They also sent over their Mini Venus Bluetooth speaker, and man, it's got some weight. Now, there is another Bluetooth speaker called their Mars, which is twice the size, maybe 3 times the size as their Venus, and I have yet to receive that. Gravistar, you did promise me one, and I'm still waiting. For those of you that are just meeting me for the first time, let me formally introduce myself to you. My name is Brannon, no D. That's right, there's absolutely no D in the name, making it Brannon, not Brandon. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the box and show you everything that you'll get inside. All right, first thing you're gonna find is the Sirius P5 instruction manual, and it's intuitive. I mean, it's gonna give you the information you need, but of course, I'm not doing my job if I haven't explained everything you need to know. You're also gonna get this very short, and when I say short, I mean real short, USB-A to a USB-C cable. Why do they make them so small? Never figured that out. You're also gonna get these templates, I guess you could call them. I'm not really sure what they're used for. So if any of you guys figure it out, let me know. They do have a cellophane on them though that you can pull off and make them nice and clean, I suppose. But yeah, interesting. Trading cards. I bet you they're for you nerds out there that like to trade cards. Yeah, let's go with that. And of course you'll get this chain necklace too, and I'm gonna show you which case that goes to. Speaking of cases, check this out. Yeah, I know, you saw it in the intro already, but man, let's go over this again. That is what you're presented when you open the box. I mean, come on guys, how many companies are giving you a choice of 3 different cases for one set of earbuds? Who's doing it? Nobody I know. So yeah, what a kick-ass package deal you're gonna get. You have choices, and we all love choices, don't we? I do. That's right, depending on your mood, you could be into the Defense Mecha, which is this one that has that Lego looking top in this Stormtrooper white on black. Or if that don't seem to tickle your fancy, you can always go with the Defense Crystal clear case, which I personally dig. And lastly, you could go with the Defense Armor, which is made out of that zinc alloy like the P9s I currently own. It's far from plastic, very nice metal, if you don't mind carrying that in your pocket. And then you'll have the actual cartridge that house the right and left earbud. And before we pull them out and show you all about this little mechanism, let's give it the Brannon gravity test, shall we? Ready? Yeah, I had a feeling they weren't going to go anywhere. They do definitely seat down nice in there, and they have a good, strong magnet. On the very bottom, you're going to get your USB-C charging port. Then you'll get this little screw, and I'm going to show you how that works in just a second. And then you'll also have this button here that will interchange the lighting. That's right, guys, it's got RGB. You get green, red, and a turquoise or a sky blue, if that's what you want to call it. And then blue, which is my favorite color. All right, let's take a closer look at the earbuds, and right away you're going to notice that they do not have any rubber silicone ear tips. So going forward, I can understand that some people do not prefer this style, and I get it. I'm with you. It's not a style that I'm exactly into as well. Obviously, for the old school Apple users that have been using the AirPod Originals forever and have gotten accustomed to them, can wear them with no worries whatsoever. I myself prefer a rubber silicone tip. I just like the way it sits in my ear better, but that's not to say that these aren't going to be for you. So go ahead and stick them in the ears, and they go in very, very easy, and they're very comfortable. So don't get me wrong, I just prefer that little bit of extra rubber, if you will, in my ear. That's what I'm used to. But as you can see, they do sit flush. They definitely don't seem to want to fall out or anything. It's just something I'm not used to. You might be. You guys will also be happy to know that you can control all the functions on the earbuds themselves, because there is no app included, which I have yet to see a Gravastar app, actually. But you are going to be able to control your volume up and down, play, pause, forward and reverse, and even gaming mode. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and nerd out with me real quickly, and I'll go over all the specs of what come included. All right, as far as drivers go, you're going to get 12 millimeters. So that's pretty hefty for this size earbud. I mean, they've kept it sleek and small, but they packed in a nice size driver. Also coming with aptX with SBC and AAC. You'll get active noise reduction when you're on a phone call, which is going to be very nice to kick out the ambient noise while you're making phone calls or receiving them. And we will definitely do a mic test coming soon. You get multi-point connection, which is also a very nice feature if you want to be connected to your mobile device. And let's say your laptop, if you're going to game, you won't have to disconnect and reconnect. It just makes it so much more simple. You'll get 32 hours on the case and 8 hours on the buds, and it'll take you 2 hours to fully charge them. Now, I did not see anything that says fast charging. I always like that feature on any earbuds. It just gets you going on the fly. Coming with Bluetooth 5.2, which is excellent. However, the IPX rating is, again, 4. It seems like we're going backwards now in a lot of earbuds that I've been reviewing. It's just because they're getting so much more technical inside that they're not able to give you that water resistance of being able to dunk them. Now, you can, however, jog in them, work out in them, play heavy games, and sweat like a nerd you are. I'm not saying that. But seriously, you'll be fine. Just don't submerge them. All right, ready to throw some bling on this bad boy? Let's go ahead and show you how the cases interact. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the Mecha first. Go ahead and open it up. And don't do what I did in the very beginning. I'm sticking it in there and I'm trying to shut it, and it's like, this case sucks. So I throw it in another one, do the same thing. None of them shut. They're not gonna shut because you'll have this screw on the back that you need to remove. Now, of course, I know I could have seen that in the directions because it clearly shows you that, but what man reads directions? So go ahead and grab yourself a dime. That's what I grabbed because it's got a very little edge to turn. You'll be able to spin this screw right on out of there, okay? Don't lose the screw because they give you no extra. Like that. Go ahead and slide that back in, and then when you turn it to the bottom now, you have the exposed hole for the screw to go in. And then go ahead and screw it in with your dime. And guys, make sure to have that locked down as tight as you can because this door will not latch unless it's completely seated. And that's how it's done. Now, do I wish they had an easier way? Yeah, I really do. Do I understand why they did it this way? Yeah, I sure do. It's a security thing. You don't want to lose any of the pieces, and you know it's going to be very secure with the screw rather than some little plastic button or something like that. But that's what it looks like inside its case. And of course you can change the different lights by pushing the button. And when you open it up, you're gonna get some lights on the earbuds themselves as well. Really cool design. You gotta love it when it comes to Gravastar. They really get into making things as futuristic as they can, but also making sure you're getting the best sound you can as well. Fast forward, I've already installed it in the next case, which is the Armor. And yeah, it's always a cool one for sure. And it's all metal, just to keep in mind, but it's very durable. Really cool looking. Got the Gravastar engraved on the top. And then of course you can see the lights on the side. Again, pushing the button. There it is. And then we have my favorite. I like the clear. I don't know why. I just dig it. I love the clear look on it. I don't know, maybe it's because of the blue at the bottom. Yeah, that's kind of a gimme, but there is the clear one. I just like how everything shines and lights up through the clear lens. Pretty slick. Okay, and again, that's where your little necklace will go. Nah, I'm not into the necklace thing, but I don't know. I just like the size and the feel. I think this is a perfect pocketable piece of tech. All right, let's go ahead and chuck them in the ears and give ourselves a music test, a mic test. Then I'll give you my pros and cons. We'll get you out of here. Sound good? All right, let's go ahead and pop them in the ears. Ooh, I love that sound. They still put that in the sound design. Sounds like a machine starting up, and then it says Bluetooth connected. All right, today's sponsored platform for the music choice is by none other than Artlist. If you're a content creator looking for that next song title, Artlist has a plethora of songs to choose from. Or how about those sound effects that you hear in all my videos? What about that perfect stock footage you've been looking for? Artlist and ArtGrid have it all for your creative needs. Guys, if you're on the fence about making a YouTube channel, don't hesitate. I encourage you, do it. I don't care how old you are, doesn't matter. If you're thinking about it, then get down there in my description below where all the details are. And don't forget to get yourself 2 free months on top of the 1-year subscription. You'll thank me later. Today's title is called Much More by BB Thomas. That's T-H-O-M-A-Z. How clever. Here we go. Nice. All right, I'm gonna kick it up. Oh yeah. Oh man. You know, for not having the silicone tips, it's nice. It's deep. Ooh. Okay. All right. Oh, nice. Let's get the voice in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, here goes the build up. It's called my chicken dance. Wow. Oh, that's nice, guys. Very punchy. Oh yeah, it's smooth. Very smooth. Wow, I'm impressed actually with without the silicone tips. I really am. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and pause that. Wow. I'll tell you what. That's impressive. I'll give them that. Definitely. I mean, I'm so used to the older style AirPods that have no tips on them, and I never liked them. I never thought they secured them in your ears enough and soundproofed it enough to have it sound deep and rich. These, however, sound deep and rich without the silicone. All right, let's chuck them back in the ears and do ourselves a mic test. I'll tell you what, if this mic test is as good as the sound, we got ourselves one hell of a set of earbuds, guys. All right, right now you're hearing the professional mic, but we don't want to hear what that sounds like. We want to hear what the Gravastar Sirius P5 sound like, and that'll be done right now. How does it sound, guys? Hopefully it'll sound fine. Obviously, the background noise is not that bad, and I should sound pretty clear. If I don't sound clear without any ambient noise, then these mics are junk. However, we do need to test out the active noise canceling for the bad ambience. And that's going to be done right now. Now how do I sound? Are you guys still understanding every word I say? Even with a background noise such as a restaurant, this is what it would sound like if you were on a phone call, or to take a phone call, or make a phone call with ambient noise. Hopefully it sounds good, but of course I won't know until I get in post. I'll be right back. All right, well, I definitely jumped in post early on and did listen to them. I'm going to have to say that these are the bassiest I have ever tested on a mic test. The bassiest. I've never heard them be so deep. As far as phone calls go, I think it shouldn't be any problem with making or receiving. All right, time to hit up Brannon's pros and cons. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm getting much more organized on an iPad. Yeah, I know, it's the Apple ecosystem. I'm down that rabbit hole, unfortunately. Pro number one, obviously, is great sound. I was very impressed with having such good deep bass without the silicone. I don't know how many more times I could say that, but it's the truth, okay? You are going to get excellent bass even though you don't have the rubber silicone tips. Another pro, choice of cases, okay? Guys, you get 3 different choices of cases. That's pretty cool. I've never seen a company do this before, and I think that a few of them might get on board now that they've seen this. Love the RGB lights. Gravastar really has it down pat of making a futuristic looking pair of earbuds. I mean, let's face it, it's a conversational piece. You wear a set of these, somebody's gonna ask you, where the hell did you get them and how much are they? Which brings us to the last pro, the price. But before we get into that, we must cover the cons. And I have a few. In no particular order, I wrote down some cons. Don't like the screw for the case. Yeah, I'm not a big fan on how you have to interchange the cases, because I think personally, once you change a case, you're not going to want to change it very often because of the hassle you have to go through. Another con, some might not like the gel tips. Now, I wrote that con earlier before I really did the testing, and I'm going to tell you guys, I might take that one off the list because they really do have a nice deep sound. They felt comfortable in the ears. However, I have not wore them for more than a couple hours, so there could be some ear fatigue. That does tend to happen with plastic tips. It's just going to be a trial and error for you at this point. And lastly, there is no wireless G-Charge. So that brings us back to the beginning when I was bitching about the short little cable, right? Why don't they give you a long cable? When companies don't provide a wireless G-Charge, they should provide a longer cable to charge them. They expect you to use that, this little thing. I mean, come on. All right, let's go ahead and cover the prices. And I do say prices because you can get these individual or you can buy the combination kit. This is what I mean. For the Defense Mecha, that's if you only want the one in white, you're gonna pay $76, okay? For the Defense Armor, the metal one, you're gonna pay $84. Well, it's because it's made of metal. And lastly, if you want just the Defense Crystal Clear, you're gonna pay $67. But here's the kicker, guys. If you want all 3, like we showed you today, you're gonna pay $89.99. Now this is for a limited time. It's gonna jump up after the big promotion. These are not even available yet. You're gonna be able to pick these gems up after November 2nd. That's when they're gonna start sending them out. So I'll be sure to drop you a link down in my description below and where you can pick them up. $89.99 for the combination. Guys, it's a no-brainer. Go with that one. Don't waste your time with a single one. Get all 3. The choice will be yours. Now remember, I am not sponsored or endorsed through Gravastar. They merely send me out their products and I get to do you guys the reviews. It's that fun. If you guys have any questions on today's review, don't hesitate. Drop me down a comment. I will most certainly try to get back to you as soon as possible. Time for a fortune cookie, and then you may leave. All right, let's see what today's fortune brings us. Hopefully, nothing but good, exciting news. Keyword. Guys, check this out. I love when this stuff happens. Look at my keyword. Yeah, my favorite color. It is much easier to be critical than to be correct. very true. It is a lot easier to be critical. I mean, half the time I'm never correct. But my reviews are always correct on reviews. Guys, if you've lasted this long in the review, speaking of reviews, you're either family, which I kind of consider you are, or there could be definitely something wrong with you, which makes you family anyway. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. I'll be seeing you in my next video.